Just receding ass hairline. Lame at it. Girl, my fault.
What's going on, world? Welcome to the New Era Show, where the new era runs the show. I'm your host, Zach Gastineau, and this episode is sponsored by the #1 lifestyle brand in the world, my company, VBA Clothing. Use code TNE24. That's right, the New Era 24 for 50% off your code at checkout. Off your checkout purchase, excuse me. Okay, let me go on ahead and get into it. So I got some real young energy in the building. I got some young superstars. I got the young QB1 Miss Cece in the building, and then I got the whole Outsiders crew in the building. Go on ahead and make some noise for them, man. All right, let's go on ahead and get into it, man. We've been laughing, we've been joking. It's a whole lot of young energy. It's a whole lot of youth spirit in the building. I could feel it, man. Y'all radiating. Y'all got amazing energy coming in here, too. I want to dive right into it, though, and get a little bit about y'all stories, where y'all are coming from, and then just everything y'all are doing. So let's get into it. Cece, I'm going to start off with you, the woman of the hour, representing all the ladies today, Miss QB1 herself. Let's get into it. Cece, for people who don't know, obviously QB1 coming from Hamilton High School, you've been doing amazing things, whether it's the U.S. Army All-American game, Cardinals Player of the Week, winning all conference, signing to a school. But I want to get into it. So, Cece, you're coming from Arizona, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so born and raised in Arizona, born in Chandler?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, like Phoenix, the Thunderbird Hospital.
Okay.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Okay.
We moved from, we were in El Mirage, Surprise. We were on like the west side for a little bit.
West side.
And then we switched to the east side.
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. Junior, elementary school, junior high, where'd you go to? Was it all west side or was it east side?
It was like a mix. Like 5th grade, I think I moved out here to Chandler. Okay. And I went to Santan and then Hamilton. I stayed at Hamilton for like my solid 4 years. Okay. Luckily, because that would have sucked transferring to high school. But yeah. It's smooth.
Okay. That's what's up. Mm-hmm. Now, Cece, where does sports come into play at with your background? Did you grow up playing sports? Always played sports?
Yeah, I've always been around sports. My parents, my brother plays football. My dad plays football. My dad's very connected out here in like the football world. You know what I mean? Like he refs games. He goes to like all the high school games. And like just growing up with football, like I've been around the game, but I never played it. You know what I mean? And then I told you high school season, sophomore year, I saw the little flyer and I was like, shoot, I'm going to go try out. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I could throw a ball. And then, boom. And then I met Campa. Campa started like, promoting it because, people don't take it serious until you go watching. You're like, damn, like these people can ball. Like they're good too. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I started.
And so this is your second flag season, yeah? Or is it the first?
Ooh, like 3rd. I guess. Well, because I started my sophomore year.
Wow. So flag football has been around for a while.
Yeah, it has. But it wasn't like an actual, like, like this is a varsity sport. Like it literally they just announced it a varsity sport last year.
That's what. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so you could play flag like club kind of for the school. Yeah. Okay, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Now, what started you playing quarterback? Like, what made you be like, okay, I'm going to be the quarterback of the team. I'm going to be the leader of the team. Like, what are some qualities or what are some things that made you want to do that?
I feel like I really, like, wanted to play this game. So I was like, like, let me, like, take this moment and, like, inspire it to other girls. You know what I mean? Because they think, like I said, like, it's just a joke. And then they play and it's like, damn, like, I want to be like her. You know what I mean? I want to be that role model. I want them to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just love leading. I love taking leadership over people.
Okay. And how have some of your experiences been being a leader, like telling some of the, getting the girls on the same accord, getting everybody to run the right plays and stuff? What's your experience with that been?
I mean, it's been difficult. You know what I mean? Like you can't force someone to play their hardest or, go to practice. You know what I mean? But you got, at the end of the day, like you can only control what you can control. So just do what you got to do and show up too. You got to do what you want these people to do. They need a leader to follow. So I'm heavy on that. But
you gotta lead by example.
Yeah,
what you're
exactly.
Saying. Okay, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Now, what's like some of the preparation going into it? Are you guys like working out, training in the weight room? Are you guys doing a lot of rigorous practice and stuff?
So we do a lot of practices. We haven't really gotten into the weight room yet because like the boys and everything, there's still altercations there. But this year we were in the weight room a couple times. But outside of that, we would go to tumbleweed, just pick up ladders. You know what I mean? Do whatever we can just to get that working. But yeah.
And that kind of speaks to you being a leader too, of getting the girls together when y'all don't have to be there, but you're like, you know what, girls, come on, let's do this. We got a goal in mind. Let's get together and do it.
Yeah. And like sometimes like there would only be like 3 or 4 girls at practice. You know what I mean? It's just like, dang, like it just shows like the difference. You know what I mean? And that's why you just got to keep showing up. Because if you stop, then what are they going to follow? They have nothing to follow. So just got to keep showing up and lead by example. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now explain to me, because I know you play on a club team as well too. Explain to me like that high school season. Is it, how many games do you have? Are you playing, like what schools are you playing? Kind of break it down for me.
So beginning was only like 6 schools. My senior year, we played about like 15, I would say.
15 schools.
Yeah, 15 schools. And then we had, our championship game, playoff round. Playoff round, I think, was like 3 games this year. Last year was only like 2. So like,
Okay.
it's like growing a little bit. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like a lot of teams. Next year, I think they said there's going to be like 100 schools doing it. There's going to be like Tolleson, Phoenix District, Chandler District.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's growing, yeah.
What do you think is making flag football grow so much and making the game grow so much?
I don't even know. I would say like maybe the NFL, because the NFL, they have their own flag league.
Yeah.
So they've been promoting it through that.
Okay.
And like, yeah, and like the Super Bowl. Did you guys, or it wasn't the Super Bowl, the Diana Flores, do you know who that is? No. She was in like this big commercial. I forgot what game it was for, but it literally just blew up from there. Like everyone was like, "Oh dang!" Like if y'all look her up, you'll see.
Okay.
Diana Flores.
Okay.
It was a Super Bowl last year. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I think probably, I want to say that some of it probably has to do with like, what's it called? Not targeting. Yeah, targeting. Like targeting, leading with the helmet, like football safety. Flag seems like more of the alternative to that. So that kind of would make sense. That kind of, okay.
Because all them injuries, all that.
Exactly.
Stuff. Yeah.
And parents are probably looking at this like, this is maybe a safer route. And now my kid can go to college playing flag football too, which was never, that was never heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
When I graduated high school class 2019, I never had heard anything like that. Flag football was like, that's like something you just played in PE, kind of if you were like taking physical education and you weren't in a sport or anything. So just to see the sport blow up like this is honestly amazing. Yeah. Now, Cece, is it guys and girls, or is it just girls?
It's guys and girls.
Okay.
But the league that I am playing is just girls. Yeah.
Okay.
But shoot, we could take on the boys, like especially in flag games.
Talk
like,
that.
You know what I mean? Like, not for real. Like,
Talk that.
And like it's crazy because like the boys will want to get work with us too, and we're just like, okay, bet, like we could work together, like improve each other. But yeah.
Okay. Now, Cece, what's the difference between like a normal football game? Like, what are some of the rules? And obviously, it's flag versus tackle, but what are some more differences between like the game?
On offense, you don't have like no like O-line or nothing. It's like a rush, so like quarterbacks, you have to like move away from the rush, obviously.
Yeah.
And like there's different rules, you know what I mean? There's 5s, there's 7s, and like sometimes there's like timed throwing, like you only have a certain amount of time. So, but yeah, it's just like it's way less physical. But
yeah, is it 4 quarters like normal football too?
In high school, yes.
It's 4
in
quarters.
High school, yeah, it is.
Okay, got it. And it points is obviously the same. Touchdown's a touchdown, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, but in high school we actually started kicking field goals too. So the girls be kicking field goals.
Wow.
Yeah, and punting, everything. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, my high school team, like the actual high school team.
Yeah.
The kicker was a girl.
What was she really?
Yeah, she was a soccer player.
Yeah, them soccer players be.
They could
what? And she was probably about
they could boot that shit.
Yeah, they got some girls on the varsity teams, and like Perry, like there's girls on boys teams out here, like for football teams.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Cece, what obviously school is going to be different than club. What, like school, where was your guys' championship played at? Where was your guys' playoff game and stuff played at?
So this year they were saying like, oh, it's going to be at ASU big time, but it ended up being at a little high school, Mountain View High School.
Okay.
But it was still cool. They had like the little board, like they were trying to make it as special as they could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had cameras, they had everything.
Yeah.
But we didn't make it to the championship this year. But
that's okay.
We made it to the semis.
That's okay.
We made it to the semis.
Who won the championship this year?
Mountain View.
Now, I see you got a little bit of a bitter taste in your mouth with that one, huh?
Because they beat us.
How you feel? You feel like it was just an off night for y'all? Y'all just weren't playing y'all game? Because I'm sure you probably could have spanked them.
Bro. one word is refs, bro. Refs, bro. That game was just.
Hey, next time, let me know. Shit, I'll probably win. Nigga in there like Joanna, man. Get your ass.
Yeah, I don't think nobody pulling your flag.
Yeah, no. Ain't nobody even trying to pull that boy. That's funny. Okay, so we didn't win the champ. We're a state runner-up this year. Now, CC, pop your shit just a little bit. I want to hear about some of them accolades from Hamilton. So I know you were what? All CUSD, all conference. I think you had over 3,000 passing yards, like 30 touchdowns. Talk to me a little bit about that, man.
Yeah, it grew. It grew from last year.
Yeah.
Last year, somebody played last year, right? Yeah, because she played in the spring. So that spring and fall season just messes me up because they're like back to back. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But so by fall season, my recent season, like everyone caught on to me and Smiley, like the duo. So it was like, shoot, like now we need these other positions to step up, and it kind of, we had stuff to work on, but yeah.
So spring season is with Hamilton, and then fall season you roll right in the club.
No. So they changed it. So fall season is now Hamilton, like high school.
Okay.
And club is like right now, spring, whatever, like your free time.
So it's kind of following like what the boys would do for tackle. It's like they've got 7-on-7 in the spring, and then in the fall it's obviously football season.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Now, how did you don't work with a quarterback coach? Your dad and brother. When did you realize that you had an arm, like, and you could really throw?
I would just be playing catch, just playing catch on the sideline at my dad's games, like I told you. And then I would have people come up to me like, yo, like, do you play football? Like, what, do you do anything? I'm like, no. Like, I never even thought I could, play football. And then I just tried out, and I was like, more reps. I watch videos, like, basically, like, there's resources I could watch to make me better, so I'm going to just do it because I want to be, the best. But, yeah.
Okay. Now, do you feel like you're the best quarterback in the state right now?
Talk your shit, twin.
Yeah, come on.
Talk your shit.
Talk that, man.
Honestly.
Yes. Talk your shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Like there's stuff I could work on. Like, I'm not a running quarterback. There's running quarterbacks and throwing quarterbacks, but I could throw. I could make my little hip moves a little
You got
bit.
a 3-step drop back like a dude. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but your 3-step drop is like a dude going to college or NFL. You have it.
It's the same thing. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. And like in terms of like actual football knowledge, because that's a big key to football. Is football knowledge. I feel like I have the best knowledge. You know what I mean? Like I can read zones, read coverages, like all that stuff.
You talking some fly shit right now?
Oh,
who's your favorite quarterback in the league right now? I'm in the league right now.
I don't know. Patrick Mahomes is good, but I don't know. He's just
Man, fuck him.
overhyped.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
I don't
Hey,
know.
Lamar.
I don't even know.
Lamar.
I
ain't gonna lie.
Lamar. I gotta go Lamar.
Okay.
Like I'm a
For sure.
49ers fan, bro. I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
Oh,
I know.
man,
bro.
hate this
Me
nigga.
too.
Bro, I ain't gonna. What made me hurt? You should have seen that face when he came out there on the field. Bro, he put his helmet down. Oh, this shit over.
It's done. Yeah, it's done. CC, are there any NFL players that you mimic your game after, or that you look? Let's just say athletes in general, but we can do NFL. Any athletes that you mimic your game after that inspire you?
All of them, I would say.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I just be watching. I just
Yeah.
like football. Kyler Murray's all right. Like we could go into quarterbacks if you want, but I don't
Talk
know.
to me.
Like,
What are some quarterbacks you get inspiration from, or kind of trying to mimic their game maybe a little bit?
I'm not gonna lie, I like Patty. Like he be throwing sidearm and he be doing like weird stuff, and I feel like I could do it. Like I don't know.
Yeah, well, you
bro,
play.
All right, bro. Just
No,
hear
I'm
me
not
out,
saying.
hear me out,
I'm
hear
not
me
saying.
out.
I'm not saying that. Like, you know what I'm saying. You can't. I just hate the nigga. That's all. That's all.
Nah, Patrick Mahomes though.
Like, dog. I call him the Steph Curry of the NFL. Bro.
Yeah, for sure.
He does the
100%.
most off the wall shit, and
for sure. And CC, you play softball too, so you probably can sling that thing with the side of your arm too, the same way Patrick Mahomes he played baseball. You probably can do.
That's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
thing.
Yeah, he did. So that's what I'm saying. Like it kind of correlates.
It correlates.
It correlates.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes total sense. Okay, now let's get over to the club side of things. So was it what is it? HBHF. Okay, got it. And that's the club team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and y'all season now it's running from the spring. Was it running fall before?
Yeah.
It was going through the fall before. Okay. Now take me through that season, because it looks like y'all are doing a whole lot with that club team. Y'all are traveling different places. Where are some places that y'all have traveled to?
Shoot, Vegas, DC, Washington, DC, Cali. We haven't gone to Florida yet. We will be going to Florida though.
Okay.
But yeah, mostly like Vegas and Cali's. They hold the biggest tournaments.
Okay.
They have one right now, Pylon.
Yeah, I've heard of Pylon. Okay.
But yeah.
Wow.
We be traveling a lot.
Do they incorporate you guys with the 7-on-7, or are you guys something totally separate?
Yeah, we do the 7-on-7. We just don't play the boys, but they run like their own little girls section. Yeah.
And is there flags in that, or it's just ran like 7-on-7?
Flags.
There's flags
Yeah,
in
it's
that
flag.
too.
Everything's
Okay.
flag. We don't really do contact.
Okay.
at all, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm.
While side tangent, while we're talking about that, have you seen any crazy injuries on the field, or is it pretty safe for the most part?
I would say it's pretty safe.
Okay.
The only thing I've seen is really like an ankle injury.
Okay.
She went up to like catch a ball and then like landed wrong. But
Okay.
that's really it.
Nothing
It's pretty
traumatic though. No bones popping out of people. No twisting.
I've only
nothing
seen
doing
that
this.
in real football.
Yeah.
But not flag. Nah.
Mm.
I don't like injuries.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
look at that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
well, I think as soon as you said injury, I started thinking about Paul George and
Nah, literally.
oh my gosh,
Legs
bro.
snapping, doing all kind of shit. No,
And
literally.
what's his name?
though.
Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
That was the worst. I seen that
No,
live.
hold on. Remember that dude from, I think it was Louisville basketball?
Kevin
Oh
Ware.
my
No,
gosh.
Kevin Ware.
Yeah, Kevin
with the,
Ware.
Right, with the knee.
Yeah, his
Bro,
bone popped out.
You remember
Yo.
Yeah.
the thing about Gordon Hayward? It looked like his whole leg was just backwards. Oh, that shit-
I remember that,
sickening, bro.
I
Yeah,
remember that.
It's sick.
That shit had me
It's
sick.
sick.
Huh? Oh my god, I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost cried. I ain't gonna lie, I almost cried for him.
Now, Cece, we'll keep going with the club season. So you travel all over the place. Is there like a championship with club, or it's just kind of
So it's like a tournament, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, so you play your first games, pool play games or whatever,
Right,
and then you go
right.
into tournament or like bracket play, and then whoever wins. It's like usually like a 1-2 day tournament.
Okay.
It's small. It's not like, yeah, it's not crazy.
Is it? But everything is nationally ranked now, though, because you're going up against all these teams from all over the place. So is
Yeah.
it like it's like a ranking system
Yeah.
kind of? Okay.
Yeah. So with NFL flag, they have like the Pro Bowl game. So like you have to play all these teams from different like states, and then you have to like basically get your ticket to the Pro Bowl, which is like the Super Bowl type of thing. They
This
just had
shit
it.
is
Yeah, they just had it recently.
insane,
Yeah, it's
bro.
crazy. They played it in
Wow.
Florida. It was like the Chiefs and like Texas Fury. I don't know. It's like all
This
over
shit
the
is
place.
blowing my mind right now, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's a lot to it people
Wow.
don't know about, but yeah.
This is unreal. So then from that club, if you rank, does NFL and your club have anything to do with each other, like the NFL
Yeah.
flag and club?
Mhm.
The club team you're in is in the NFL flag league.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it. Got it. Okay,
Yes.
it's making more sense now.
Mhm.
So you play, you rank against everybody. You play all these different teams, and then you can get selected to go play in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That shit is tight.
It's cool. It's really cool.
That shit's tight. Did y'all get to go to the Pro Bowl this year?
No. So we had some little technical difficulties. We got like disqualified because
Okay.
because in order to be under the NFL flag league, you have to play a certain amount of games in like another league, and we didn't do that because we were in high school season. So it just didn't work out, and we were just trying to play, and we had our ticket, like we beat this team that we needed to beat to go to the Pro Bowl, and they found out that we didn't play the games, and they just disqualified us. But we're gonna go into the new year. We just gotta catch up on some games, but we'll be fine. We'll be
Okay.
cool.
That's what's
But yeah.
up. Now, is there anything else exciting coming out of club? Like any places that you've been, any tournaments, anything like that? Anything else exciting coming out of it?
Hopefully we go to the Pro Bowl.
Okay.
Obviously,
Yep.
we'll be traveling a lot coming up soon. But we just played our first Red Zone. Do you know Red Zone 7v7
100%,
Elite? That's
100%.
like they just started doing girls. Like this is like in Arizona, especially like we're the first teams to play, which is cool. So yeah, and we're just more tournaments, more like we get to like expose ourselves because we have so much talent in Arizona that people don't know about. So it's just like all around, even the boys too. You know what I mean? Like people be sleeping on Arizona athletes, like for real.
Yeah.
So it's cool to like see everyone branch out.
Yeah. Wow. It's crazy to see y'all younger generation, or a couple years younger than me. It's crazy to see that now. And I would agree with you too, that I think a lot of it is that Arizona, we're a new state. But you've got states like Boston, like Cayman's coming out of. You've got states like New Orleans and different San Francisco. You've got all these places, Texas, that they've already been established as a state, and they're known for putting out and breeding athletes. Whereas now we're kind of coming up, though. You got Brock Purdy that just played in the Super Bowl. You got a couple other guys. I think Keely Ringo plays for a team. You got dudes that I went to high school with, like Chase Lucas, N'Keal Harry, guys like that, who are now like making some noise for Arizona. So I completely agree with that 100%. And it's crazy to see now, Because when I was in high school, we didn't get we weren't getting the out of state games and the the national coverage, ESPN coverage. So to see that now, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see. It's really crazy to see.
Yeah, Arizona got to be lucky because, like, this is our time right now. Like, the attention is low-key on Arizona.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, they got to just take it and shine. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people be sleeping.
Yeah. Sorry. Now, Cece, let's talk about, you went to Elite 11. You went to the U.S. Army All-American game. Like, talk to me about some of that shit. Dude, this is shit that the dudes dream of. You getting to do all this shit as QB1. Yeah. You out there really shining. Like, people dream of this. You get into high school, it's like, I want to get a scholarship. I want to go to all these big camps. I want to go to Elite 11. I want to get invited to an Army All-American game or whatever it is. Like, talk to me about some of that.
Man, it's just like, honestly, I be thinking God all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, if I would have never moved to Chandler, you know what I mean? I never would have played football. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you got to be thankful for what you got. And like, if you see yourself being big, like, go after it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just like grind. Like, don't let none of the outside stuff distract you. You just got to, like, stay focused, because it's really not hard to be successful. Like, there's resources everywhere. You know what I mean? There's trainers. You could watch YouTube videos. Like, you know, like, there's so much things you could do. And it's just like, I don't know. I want to inspire that to others, because I feel like there's so much potential. But
even through this podcast, we're going to make that a point of emphasis, because I feel it on you while you're talking. Like, it's a real representation for women and girls. Like, hey, y'all can do this shit. Y'all can shine. You know what I mean? So I like that. Take me through, Cece, what was some of that process of Elite 11? What did that look like?
So my sophomore year, I didn't even know what Elite 11 was. You know what I mean? And I showed my dad the invitation. He was like, yo, like, this is like a boy. Like, what are you talking about? Elite 11. Like, are you playing with me? I was like, no, like, look. And he was like, dude, like, let's go. Like, started booking everything. Like, you know what I mean? And then we get there, and it's just like a bunch of girls. I've never met these girls before. And they're like, oh yeah, I play football. I've been playing for a few years now. I'm from Vegas. I'm like, Vegas? Like, y'all play football? Like, what? And then I'm just throwing routes, and it's just like cool. And like the coaches would just take us through every rep that we need to know, just like the boys, you know what I mean? Like, they're not gonna take it easy on us, you know what I mean? We're like, okay, bet, like, we'll do it, we'll do the work, you know what I mean? And it's just cool to see that, because like one of these girls that I played catch with at the Elite 11, she's in college now, and like, she's playing football in college, so like, I'll be playing her next year. Like, and it's just like connections, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's cool.
That is really cool. Now, what about the Army All-American game? How was that? What was some of that process like?
So they sent me the invitation. Okay. Again, I showed my dad. He was like, yo, no way.
Your dad's like, what the fuck is this?
They're like, this is real. I'm like, yeah. And then, so it was kind of like a messy situation, because it's their first year for girls in the All-American Bowl. So like, there's like problems with like transportation, like housing, all that. But they still hosted the game. So the All-American Bowl, the boys, we played like right before them. Okay. So like, ours wasn't like broadcasted on TV or anything. It was just kind of like there, you know what I mean? But they still provided like uniforms, food. Like, it was a cool experience. It was, because we're the first ones to do it, you know what I mean? Again, like, we're the first to do it, so it's just like, man, you just gotta take that in. Like, obviously it's not perfect, but
that's history, man. Like, how does that feel? You're a part of real history, like the first to ever do some of these things.
It's crazy, because I want to see, like, I want to be able to go to my future and look back and be like, yo, like, yeah, like, that's me. Like, right now I'm just living in the now. I'm trying to just take it in and just keep going, you know what I mean? Do as much as I could do. And then, you know, I could tell my grandkids, like, yo, like, that's me. Like, I'm gonna be in the Hall of Fame for the NFF. I'm being in Hall of Fame.
Shit's insane. It's insane.
I know.
Your name is etched in history books and everything. Even the numbers that you put up, it's etched in history books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man.
Sorry, I could talk about it forever.
Yeah, man. It's a big deal, and it should be celebrated. That's a big deal.
Thank you.
Was the U.S. Army All-American game, was that in Dallas or Texas? It was in Texas. Okay, that's where they normally. Okay, that makes sense.
Which, it was cool, like the Cowboy Stadium. Yeah. We went through a little tour. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Okay. Now, Cece, let's go into you committing, because that's another big deal. That's a huge deal. You commit to Warner University, correct? Okay, got it. And Warner's in Florida. We talked about before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Florida. Now, what made you choose Warner University over some of the other offers I've seen you get? Like, I think you got one from GCU. I think you got one from Baker. I don't know what. I think there's a couple more on the table there. What made you choose Warner?
Mostly the money. because, you know, like they was like offering like the most, but they have a lot of history in flag football too. Like the coach there, like he knows his game, and like he had connections with my high school coach. So they like, I guess he was trying to get me from like when I first started. Like he was like, yo, like I want her.
Wow.
And like he called me, he's like, you're my missing puzzle piece, like I need you. And he has receivers, he has everything. Like they're pretty stacked. So yeah, and it was the warmer state. Like I wasn't trying to go to snow in Kansas. Nah,
that shit's miserable.
I don't think I could do snow.
Yeah, no, that's miserable. I actually know somebody who goes to Baker too. Yeah, that's
really?
Yeah,
that's cool.
All them cold states, it's not a joke.
No.
Us being out here in Arizona, we don't see any of that shit. Like school getting fucking canceled
for snow. Yeah,
literally, and it's free. You don't want to go do anything outside. It's freezing cold outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
that's why I'm thankful Arizona got the best weather.
We do.
But then we got all the snowbirds. That's why everyone's driving slow right now. It's the snowbirds.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, man. Seriously. So take me through even signing day. Like what's that like? What was that experience like?
It was cool. I didn't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even think I was gonna be going to college for a sport, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was sitting next to Corey Martin. You know, she got a big name, so it was like, dang, like I'm right here next to her. Like, shoot, I'm up here. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But it was cool. My coach, he's a good coach.
Yeah.
He knows what he's talking about. So, you know, he represented.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool, and I got to talk to the AD. Yeah, took my little pictures. It was cool.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, how is the rest of your senior year playing out? How is that going for you? Like, are you going to prom? Are you doing all those things? And then how do you get treated at school being still at QB1 though? If I'm being honest though, CC, you probably had a better season than the actual Hamilton starting quarterback. And I don't want to just ruffle no feathers, but that's kind of the real deal right now, dog. So are you getting treated any differently at school? Are people coming up to you now trying to talk to you more and stuff? Like, what's that like?
Low key. Yeah. Like they know to respect me because they know, like, you know, they got nothing to talk crap about because, you know, like,
you went farther than the boys.
Right,
I mean,
like,
you did
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm cool with everyone at my school.
Okay.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
And the coaches too. They be like, okay.
Yeah.
Helping us out.
Yeah. Now, how do you going through school day to day? Are you like, man, I want to get this over with? Are you still like in tune with school? Are you like, okay, I'm doing this homework assignment, I'm doing this? Or are you kind of just like, I'm gonna get this done and then just hurry up and get out?
Man, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But, you know, of course I got to stay on top of my grades. Like, that's a rule in my house. Like, you know, grades first. So grades first, and then I have my little fun on the outside. But I'm ready for college.
Okay.
I'm ready for that.
Okay. Now, any other big plans in high school? I know what else you got? Prom, graduation, and stuff. Are you looking forward to graduation and stuff like that?
Yeah. I think it's at ASU.
Okay.
Which it's like, dude, we only have like 50 days of school left. It's crazy. Like, it's flying by.
It's insane.
It's flying by.
So I just graduated in December.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's crazy.
Niggas be thinking I'm old as hell.
You do look
I turned 19 in a month.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Bro, you look like you 20.
Niggas can suck my left nut. I give a fuck, nigga. But that shit, bro. Like when you're done with that shit, like when all that shit's done, bro, like that shit's gonna feel like
life hits you, huh?
Yeah.
That, but like when if you go in like college, or if you like I waited like a month or two, to go.
Yeah.
So like it's like, bro.
Did you play any sports?
I played football and basketball, but 2 weeks before the basketball season started, I tore my meniscus in my right knee, and I had a hairline fracture, so I couldn't play.
Yeah, man.
I fucked my shit up like bad.
Sorry for that.
Yeah. It's okay.
But Jimmy, and you got a different path than CC would have. Like CC, if I was you though, just keep living that college experience. Like, still get some real world experience, but it's almost like you don't have to pay too many bills really because you're still in college. You don't have all that other shit, all this big adult shit to worry about. You don't got to get a job necessarily. Like just play it cool, man. Enjoy your time in college. I'm really excited for you to go out there.
Don't rush the shit. I left my mom's house when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
That was one of my biggest regrets. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because when
it's because it's like,
real.
I mean, I don't like. Of course, I live with my uncle. Like he's like, this is his studio and everything. I'm great that, you know what I'm saying, I have an outlet and everything to do this shit too. But like at the same time, I still think about, damn, what if I didn't get hurt? What I, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But this shit is
It's
a
like,
cool.
what if?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this shit is a good shit to lean back on. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying just to, like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to put nothing on you, but like also like make sure you actually getting your, like, you know what I'm saying, you're going to school just to go to school, not just to, you know what I'm saying, play the
Mhm.
sports. You feel
Yeah.
me?
100%. 100%.
Like career future
Yeah,
outside of
like,
sports.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah,
like
I
if I
got you.
like, cause if I'm sure if I want to fuck myself up, I'll still be, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like play football, basketball, whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like now I'm like, damn. After I hurt myself, I was like, damn, what, you know what I mean? What else am I really good at?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like,
and that's what people don't realize. Like outside of sports, like you got to figure out what you're gonna do.
Have
that's
to.
that's
You
what
gotta stay. You gotta
Have
stay
to.
on your grind because everything could fall apart. You know what I mean?
Have to.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I want to take flag football to my career. Like I wanna do something with sports in the future. You know what I mean? Like I feel like because I've set in, I have my name. You know, like in Arizona, like I could definitely, you know, get a
Sports
career out of it.
management,
Something.
that's
sport, you can.
that also
Something.
happens with a lot of you know what I'm saying, retired athletes and whatever.
Yep.
Mhm.
They, you know what I'm saying, they get done with their sport and they're like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
No money. Like
Nah,
It's like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
I watched what's his name? Kobe.
Yeah.
He was talking about like after I retired, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He was like, you didn't know what outlet to go into next, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was the thing. I didn't know what I was good at because all I knew was like, damn, you should play this or you should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We just had a and shout out to OG if he watching this or whenever he sees this, but we just had an NFL veteran, Jeremy Bridges, in here. He retired from the league a couple years ago and he's doing kind of the same thing. Now he trains people. He's on, like, he was, when I met him, he was more so on like the sports like management side of things, but now he's training people and doing things like that. So I could definitely see you doing something like that as well too. Let's talk. Is there NIL deals with the school that you're assigned? Can you get NIL deals? Can schools come to you? You can.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty positive.
That's another way for you to start getting some chips up
make
too.
some money,
Yeah. Straight up. That's
That's
super
what I've
dope.
been doing right now. I'm trying to like reach out, get my so I can get those connections before I go out there. So I have some kind of you know home over there.
And get besides Florida too, CC, because your family's out here too. Get some of these places, some of these local places out here in Arizona to sponsor you too. I know Hamilton's got a bunch of different stuff they do with businesses in Chandler. Get these people to sponsor you and give you some money too, because they're gonna give it to you. Like Brock Purdy had a sign up that said, "Let's go, Brock." Brock plays for the 49ers, but because he's from Arizona, a big fucking law firm just put up his like a flyer for him. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So you can do the exact same thing.
I don't know where to start. You know, I don't know where to do that.
We could link up and we can do some stuff. We can do some promo stuff for you. We can just get your name to different businesses and stuff and start having them pay you, girl. Seriously, because you deserve it.
Right.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, man. I like just this whole pod in general. Like I really want this to be for girls. This part of the pod to really be for the girls to know, like, y'all can do amazing things too. And we got a real example of it. CC, what's some advice that you have for young girls coming up or girls even your age?
Stay focused.
Yeah.
Stay focused because, you know, there's a lot of stuff outside that could distract you
100%.
and easily just take you down the wrong path. You know what I mean? Just stay focused and grind hard and don't let nothing stop you.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I like about you too, CC, is you've got this attitude of like a fearlessness. Like you're not worried about, you know, if a guy tells you something or you're not going to let anybody stop you. You're going to kick these doors down regardless of whatever's in your way.
Right.
And I think that's a big thing that all ladies listening to should definitely tune into and realize about yourself and realize they can do it too. No matter if it's a male dominated industry, if it's a lot of males around a male sport, whatever, women still can do the same things. So that's a great message, CC. That's a great message. Jimmy, you want to get ready to take us to break real quick? All right, y'all. We back. Took a little break. Shout out to CC. For all the women, for all the girls. I hope that y'all really did get inspired by that. Shout out to her for coming through, talking about her story, talking about some of her different accolades and accomplishments. Now, I got the Outsiders crew in the building, man. What's going on with y'all? I'm gonna give y'all another round of applause. We got the Outsiders crew in the building, man. So I got my boy Campa, I got my boy Cayman in the building, and let's get right into it. We got a lot of stuff we could talk about, and y'all, man, y'all honestly inspire me, even from the way that y'all design your clothes and some of the different things I've seen. Y'all inspire me, man, seriously. So keep up some of the good work, and I want people to know about y'all story. So let's get right into it. So Campa, you're coming from El Paso. Yeah. Okay, got it. And you moved here how long ago?
I would say, 3, 4 years?
3 years ago,
yeah. 3 times. 3 years.
3 years ago. Okay. And then Cayman, you're coming from Boston, coming from the Lowell area specifically. Shout out Boston, shout out Lowell. Okay, for sure. Now, y'all, between both of y'all, man, what are some differences between the cities, El Paso, Boston? Like, what are some differences when you got here to Arizona? You jump off the plane, you're like, holy shit. Like,
weather, my guy.
Yeah.
So boom. So we stepped out the airport.
Yeah.
So the airport's got highlight air conditioning, right?
Right.
It's a little breezy in Boston, right?
Right.
It was still
right.
the summer though. It was a little breezy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I came here like at night. So stepped out the airport and boom, you just feel everything. You're like, damn. Because at first I was like, oh, the airport's not too cold. It's not too hot. So I was like, oh, I'm chilling. I could do this. Nah, I lied.
That shit hot as fuck.
It's hot.
Bro, it was hot.
It's hot.
I came here in November.
It's hot.
I came here in November. It was nighttime. And I step outside and I had like a sweatshirt, like heavy sweats. Like some sweats, bro. Oh hell.
Not
no.
summer. It gets like it can literally get to 120 degrees in this bitch. It can get to 120 degrees, bro. Shit is wild, dog. It's wild, bro. And make it to where you can't even really go outside and grind for real. You still got to go out and grind, but it's like you don't even want to go outside and grind.
Have you ever been so hot you don't know what you do with yourself?
Nah, literally though.
Like,
you just like, bro. Nah, literally though. You get in that car and it's like you giving yourself a what's them things called? Did them cows begin? What's that thing called? Branded. It's like you getting branded. You touch the seatbelt, you burning yourself. If you got black leather, it's over with out here. You got any type of leather in your car, over and done. So no, I completely understand that. And Campa, for you coming out of Texas, what were some things that you noticed was different?
Definitely the weather. I mean, it's just the culture.
Yeah,
it's different because I know in what's it called?
Bring it to you.
Oh yeah,
bring it to me.
Oh yeah, there you go. There you go.
What's it called?
Superstar in training.
Yeah, definitely the culture because I know in like El Paso, like we're basic. So like it's El Paso.
Yeah.
Like the border's right there.
Yeah.
Like literally, so from my grandma's house, it's literally like 5-10 minutes walking distance. Like the border's right there. And then on the other side is Mexico. Right. So you got nothing but like the best Mexican restaurants. You got nothing but Mexican stuff, right? You come out here, it's more like I don't know how to say it. It's different.
You didn't feel that same kind of like Mexican culture. You didn't feel like coming to Arizona. Wow.
Nah. If anything, the closest maybe like Phoenix area.
Phoenix, okay.
Maybe.
But even them is not really touching like El Paso and over the border. Wow.
No,
bro.
not even close. Because like with El Paso, it's like it's small too. And it's big, but it's small.
Yeah.
It's like a big city, but small town type of feeling, right?
Yeah.
So everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like my last name in El Paso in the sports world is a big name. Like my grandpa, my grandpa, my uncle, their crew.
Yeah.
They're the ones who paved the way, right? Basically. And obviously people above them, right? But they're the ones who made it. So it's like then my dad, my uncle, my older brother.
Yeah.
Like if you my cousins, like out there, like so it's actually pronounced Campa, right?
Campa, okay, got it.
So like out there, it's like, oh, you're a Campa too, like, oh, you're your dad's son, like stuff like that, right? So out there, it's like that's a big difference too. Like everyone knows everybody. Out here, you come like you're cool, you got some accomplishments out here, like over there, it's like they don't even have to hear an accomplishment. They just hear you. That's your last name, and that's your ticket.
Yeah.
So that's a big difference out here too. I like it though.
I can relate to that a little bit. Now, my family's coming from New Orleans, so all on the West Bank in the cutoff. Shout out to the West Bank, shout out to the cutoff. When you say Gastineau, it's the same thing. It's like there's a certain thing that comes with being a Gastineau. Clean, polished, always going to work, always doing something for themselves. And it's just like you said, though, it's like that small kind of town feel where everybody knows each other. New Orleans, is a tourist spot. I wouldn't call New Orleans very big, but everybody on each side knows each other. And then I also relate to you too, because I've got some Mexican partners out here who are from El Paso. Shout out Angel, Adrian, the whole Martinez family. They are from El Paso and they do a lot of stuff in El Paso. And then just being in New Orleans, Houston and Dallas are so close. Beaumont, these different places are so close that it's like a lot of my family from New Orleans. Some live in Dallas, but they go back and forth to Texas all the time. Yeah. So I completely understand that. That's dope. Now, I'll jump into it right away, man. What inspired y'all to do the things that you're doing right now, Campa? Because on the visual side of things, I give people their flowers, bro. I don't have no problem giving nobody their flowers, especially when it's due. Like, dog, you were in there, like you were in the mix of these other companies. Whether it's a shout out to Donnie over there, Get It In Clothing, somebody who helped me out with a lot of clothing. Tom Clout, all these different media companies. You were in the mix of all of that. I saw that CV logo, saw Campa Visuals. What made you get into filming and just media?
So this is how it happened, right? So I played football too before all this, right?
Okay,
I was like Hamilton, my old school, everything, right? We played football. So we were at a tournament one time at NAU.
Yeah.
And we lost. We did whatever, right? It was raining, got sunny, whatever, cool. My mom brought her camera. She wanted to take pictures of me and the guys, whatever, right? Just to mess around.
Yeah.
So we were finished, we lost. And I told my mom, I was like, yo, I'm going to go around, can I borrow the camera? I just want to take some pictures. That's when it started. Literally, not even like, how long was that? Maybe a year and a half ago, maybe.
Wow.
Like, it's been that short of a time period.
Wow.
And I took the camera. Then like there's like Basha, there's Hamilton, there's Chandler, all the linemen. Then you got like, at the time so we had moved here. Then Cole Martin.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest names in Arizona, right?
Right.
I saw him down there. I was like, yo, that's Cole. That's Miles Lockhart. That's Basha.
Those
right
pictures
there.
You have at the bottom of your Instagram is from the first time you started shooting.
Yep. That's my first ever post right there. That's my very first day. Shoot everyone on a camera.
It's impressive, bro.
Yeah, and
that's really impressive.
That's like with like guys like Alex McLaughlin. He at NAU right now. Like, all those guys like that were there. I started taking pictures. They were like, yo, you got the pics? I was like, yeah, I got you. Like, it's whatever. It's all like, it's just for whatever.
Yeah.
Send them over. They were like, yo, these look kind of tough. At the time, I thought they were fire.
Yeah.
I look at them like, damn, them are ass. but no, but yeah, like back then, like it's cool. That's how it started, and then it just grew. I took some like I said, I wasn't like we played football first, right?
Yeah.
So that's just a hobby. So me and him are at Hamilton. We're playing football. Injuries happen. This stuff happens, and during like when I was hurt, I started just taking pictures on the sideline.
Yeah.
And over time you see like the Hamilton games on my stuff, like from when that's when I was still there playing. I was just hurt. And I know my very first like logo or like my profile picture was me in my Hamilton jersey on the sideline with the camera.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. And that's where it all started. And then it just grew from there, to be honest. Like it was more of a hobby, and I just liked it. I was like, it's a fun hobby. Like, let's stick to it. Why not? And then history.
And then history is made from there at that point. So, and that makes a lot of sense to me. A couple things make sense to me. First thing that makes sense to me is how you communicate. You don't communicate like the average young people nowadays. You know what I mean? Like me being a little bit older than y'all, and my little brother being y'all's same age as well too. I see in the generation, it's a disconnect as far as communication is concerned. People don't want to talk to nobody no more. They don't know how to show love. Everything is on Instagram. Everything is media. It's no communication skills. The thing I love about you, Campa, is that you have great communication skills, and it makes sense you coming from Texas. They don't teach that shit in Arizona. So it really makes sense how you communicate. You constantly showing love. You're a real thorough dude. That makes sense. Another thing that makes sense to me too is how you got all that goddamn access, because you're sitting right there. I'm like, dude, how is this fool getting so close to all this? So that makes a lot of sense. You're literally on the sideline.
Yeah.
You're literally right there, like you're supposed to be playing. You just got a camera because you're injured.
Yeah, basically.
That's tight. That's super tight. Now, Campa, take me through. You went to an NFL game as well too. Were you on the sideline for that?
No, so actually it was a spring training game. Not a spring training. What's it called?
Off season. No, what's it called? I know what you're talking about. Preseason.
I was thinking baseball. My fault. The preseason game. And like the Chiefs came down. It was the Cardinals. My stepdad actually got us tickets. It was me and like one of my uncles and like my little cousins, everything.
Yeah,
my stepdad, right? We all just went.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Bro, take the camera." I was like, "Are they gonna let me in?" I started Googling, can I take a camera in the State Farm Stadium and then all that, like. So I was like, I'm gonna take my camera. Why not? It was back when I had like a Canon. It was my original camera. So keep in mind, it was like a Canon T7. It's like a beginner's camera, right?
Okay.
And I took it, and we already got like the 5th row around there, right? And I was like, I'm just gonna go down the 1st row. Like, why not? There's preseason, nobody cares. Right?
Yeah.
Let's go down. It's not packed at all. Like, let's go. And I see everybody. I see like there's Patrick Mahomes. There's Kyler Murray on the sideline. You see Travis Kelce over there. You see everybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro,
taking pictures.
I was like, bro, this is building portfolio right here. Like, let's take pictures. And then I posted it. Everybody started like, yo, this is fire. Like, were you there were you on the field? Stuff like that. I was like,
that's what it looks like.
I was like, nah, it's just watching my camera.
Yeah.
And they were like, you did that? I was like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
You know, it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's me, like, with my camera visuals. So, like, I'm always underselling my stuff. Like, me personally. Like, everyone will be like him, for example, he's always be like, bro, like, that's talent, bro. You got something.
Real talk.
And, like, people will talk like, bro, you talented. Not everybody could just take a picture. And it's like they appreciate it.
It's humble.
But it's like, I still can do better.
Yeah.
Like, I look at like a lot of my pictures I've done recently. It's like, those are cool and all. I got some favorites. I know like Cece was just here. Like, I got some few favorites of Cece I've taken, but it's like, I could do better. I know I could do better. So that's just how it is. Like, even for like outsiders too, it's like, these designs cool, but they cool for like the day. They cool while we make it. And it's like, nah,
better.
Let's do better. And it's just like, that's the same thing. Like, that's just how it works with me.
I love that mentality.
But yeah, like, yeah,
I love that. I love that. And then you're multi-talented too, Campa, because you're also doing edits for guys that are committing to school. I saw you did one for some guys, some graphic design for some guys out of Chandler.
Yeah.
What made you so media savvy? Obviously the story of, with the 707, but what made you so media savvy though in general?
So that just came along with it.
Okay.
Like, that just came along with, it's like my following just started growing. Taking pictures, making connections. It's like, bro, I gotta push it a little more, right? It's not gonna go nowhere if you don't push it.
Yeah.
So you gotta start pushing it. I was like, bro, I started learning like how reels work on Instagram. I started learning. I made a Campa Visuals TikTok. Not really on it as much, but like, that's something I do plan on doing. But like, it's just like branching out, like, I'm trying to pull people to come see my stuff. Cause like, if I go to like a red zone tournament, they're not gonna know who I am. They're just gonna see another dude taking pictures. But yet, if they see me, like, here's like some plans I got, right? I got like, I want to start having like my own like clothing line for like just Campa Visuals.
Yeah.
So when people know me, that's Campa Visuals right there. You know what I mean? Like, I have a boy like, shout out Westside Sports. Those are my guys.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm a boy Gonzo, NK7. They both got like their backpack that has their Instagram on it. So it's like right there, like, oh, that's K7. That's Stars by Gonzo, right? So like, they see it. And it's like, their brand is right there.
Yeah.
Me, they just see me as of right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's where like my goals are headed when it comes to like being media savvy and stuff like that. It's more like that's what's in right now. Everybody's 100%. On it. Everybody's on it. Like 100%. Everybody wants to post their graphics. Everybody wants to post their video edits that they're making. But then there's also the other guys that like the athletes. They want to post their offers. They want to post their commitments. All that. And so obviously, like, yo, I got you. Let me hop in that. Like, then there's other guys like that charge like 60, 70, 80 just to make a graphic.
Yeah.
Like, they're not gonna want to pay that. So might as well, hey, I got you. Let's make something out. Let's work whatever we got to work out.
Whatever we got to work out. Yeah.
And I got you. Because then if they're big enough, they got a big following. Then they see the Campa Visual logo.
Right.
What he got, more people come. So it's just like connections. To be honest, it's just like online connections.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Campa, have you ever shot like music videos before? Would you shoot music videos?
Yeah, we have something working up right now.
Okay. Okay.
It's definitely, I want to get into a lot more stuff to like weddings, music videos, everything. That's where money is.
Yeah.
Like that, like these cameras around, but like that has money to it.
Yeah.
So music videos, like, especially like, it's something I've always wanted to do. Like, whether it be in it, a part of it, recording it, whatever. I don't care. Like, I've always wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something like it's coming.
Okay. I'm rocking with that. Man, I'm trying to lock in with y'all outside of this, bro. Seriously, like I said, y'all really are motivating and inspiring me, bro. And I love y'all energy. You don't meet a lot of young people that have the mindset that y'all have. So whenever you do, it's like it's a breath of fresh air almost. It really is. It really is. Now let's get into outsiders. Let's get into what made y'all start outsiders. And then Campa, we can now get you in here as well too, because I want to hear you talk as well too about, first of all, what brought y'all together? You and Campa, what brought y'all together?
All right, so
I like your style. Good.
All right, so this is actually a crazy story.
Yeah.
So we met I don't want to say by chance. It's more like all right, so he came to Hamilton,
Okay.
right? I came to Hamilton late, right?
Yeah.
He came to Hamilton and he was already playing football. So I thought it was too late. My mom didn't want me to play football at the time. I mean, eventually she did.
Yeah.
But he already had the football team. He already had this. Because then back in Boston, like I knew everybody. It was like cool. Like, hey, that's came in. That's everybody. Yeah. But I came here, I know nobody. Everybody already got their clique. So like the first 2 weeks of school, I'm sitting down by these guys I never seen before. I saw
Yeah.
them sitting alone. So I sat by them. And I'll be honest, I didn't really, no offense to them, but I didn't really mess with them. Don't really my type of people.
Yeah.
And then so I was like, yeah, I'm about to use the bathroom. So I just left them. And I saw Campa. I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't got nobody to sit with. So he's like, yeah, just slide with me. I was like, I bet. And I slide with him. And, you know, he was sitting in the football table or whatever. At the time, everybody looked at me like, who is that kid? And at the time, I couldn't dress. I was looking raggedy. So it was like, yeah, who is this kid? Like, who is this kid? So he's like, all right, just come with me. We're going to find a table. We just sat down. And then at first, we weren't even that close. Like, we was cool, but it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
And then we started sitting next to each other more and more and more. And then we became like brothers. He invited me to an ASU game. That was my first ever college game. And I met his family. He met my family at the time. And, you know, from then on, it became history. And like last year, our senior year, was it? We went to El Paso, right? And we got the inspiration from our boy Ethan because he wanted to start a clothing brand, but he didn't know if he was serious about it or not. So we're like, hey, yo, we can all three do it, right? But, you know, that didn't work out. He still got his own thing going on, which is great.
Yeah, shout out Stack and Loop.
Yeah, shout out Stack and Loop, right?
Okay.
But it was like, yeah, that's not going to work. And then he started drawing stuff up. And then he hit up my boy Aaron's like, yo, I got a name. It's called Outsiders. And then Aaron's like, add club. So it's like, bet. He added club. And then they were telling me about, yo, it's called Outsiders Club. It's called Outsiders Club. I was like, all right, bet. From the jump, because I had an Instagram for it was called Camboa Detailing. So came in Wamboa Detailing, right?
Okay.
And I just took that account. I had like 4 or 5 followers.
Okay.
Changed it into Outsiders Club. I did everything. I already started creating a Shopify before I even got to his house. And then, because it's a walking distance. So the whole time I was just on my phone. And then I just created an Outsiders Club Instagram, a TikTok and everything.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, what you think about it? It's like, we're already 5 steps ahead. And then from then on, we just continue doing it.
Now, why the name Outsiders Club? What made y'all come up with that name?
So Outsiders. So he came up with the name Outsiders.
Okay.
Right. And
why Outsiders, Campbell? Why Outsiders?
So basically, we felt like outsiders. It's really what it means. Like, to be honest, it's like you look at a lot of brands right now, they're more around like money. They're more about, you know, bitches, you know, cars, all this stuff, right? Let's be
material
honest.
things.
That's what they're
that
about.
Don't mean
right?
anything.
Exactly. That's what they're about. And when you see us, we might look like that. But when you look into us, like behind what's going on,
the substance. Y'all got a lot of substance.
We started from the we moved we're from different places.
Yeah.
Right. Like our boy Aaron, he's from Cali, and I'm from Texas. He from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Right. That's 3 people coming from
all
3
different
areas.
Players. Right.
So obviously we gonna feel like the outsider. We gonna feel like something different. Like something's gonna be off between us and everybody else.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, let's do it. Outsiders. That's what we are.
I like to tell people it's more about Outsiders Club, right? Like I said, it's a club. Like it's about being unique.
Yeah,
people who put our stuff on, like if you've seen all the other girls that be posting our stuff, they all wear it completely different. It's not like, you know, essentials. You know, everybody wears the same thing. They wear the tracks or like a Nike Tech, right?
Correct.
But if you wear our stuff, you see girls zipping up a certain way, or they got a certain outfit that I wouldn't even have thought of. So like part of like you buy
like Cece right now.
Yeah, like Cece, you saw Cece what she was wearing.
That was our OG
she
hoodie
put
right
that
there.
on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like Outsiders Club is more like you put this on, like this is unique. You have to be yourself. Like we are outsiders. We're not part of the wave. You feel me? So we create our own trends, and there's nothing wrong with following trends. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But make that trend your own. You feel me? Yes, there's like everybody called Jaden Smith, but why are you the Jaden Smith? You feel me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Another big up I want to give y'all too, and shout out to Campa for even throwing me that lob, throwing me that alley-oop. Dog, y'all clothes is something serious. Your designs are crazy. The manufacturing of it is insane. The actual like product and the actual, you know, everything, the actual presentation of it is solid. And I know, Campa, you guys feel like, and Campa, you probably feel the same way, that you guys need to keep growing, but y'all already have it. Like y'all already literally have what it takes to be successful. If y'all just keep pushing this, like y'all are going to make it. Y'all will be successful, not just because the clothes are dope now too, but because now people know y'all are really a brand of substance. Y'all really have something to offer. Like, and I even I want to buy y'all shit now too, just because of what it stands for. Outsider, just being unique, not riding the wave, not riding the trend. Like, I really respect what y'all boys are doing, man. Seriously, I really respect it. What are some things that you guys have coming up, whether it's like new releases, whether it's trying to get some events like I know we've talked about before? What are some new things coming up for y'all?
So with the summer coming up, well, first is this, right? We just did our drop, you know.
Yeah.
Quarter
shot.
one.
Yeah.
4 drops this year, by the way.
Wait, we got 4 drops planned this year, so that's a little right there. And then this is our quarter 1 drop. This is our, like, you know, early
Winter.
January, February, you know, that type of winter going into spring.
Yeah.
So next we planning on maybe some, like, you know, some shirts, some mesh shorts, you know, some for the summer for athletes, you know, other people around, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then just from there we'll see where it takes us with that.
The summer, the girls, we got some for y'all.
Oh,
cooking.
girls.
For sure.
It's like a summer
All my
cooking.
ladies out there, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Some cooking.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. At first, our target audience was guys.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Guys.
gonna lie. It was
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
And then his stepdad was there. He kept saying, "Yeah, you guys get sex sales." I mean, that's real.
It's
right?
real.
Yep.
It is
And
100% real.
And to be honest with you, only girls bought our stuff.
Wow.
I'll be honest, like only girls bought our stuff.
Yeah.
Then we sold out twice, right? And it was girls, straight females,
Straight girls, yeah.
females, right?
Yeah.
And now it's mostly girls. Like I think we just sold out of the smalls for these drops.
Okay.
And and the guys is also selling out a little bit, but
that's a big thing. Is like
time.
Dudes are brand loyal. Whatever's hot at the time, all the designer brands, they have their thing, and then it's like no. And shout out to these brands because I take big influence from these brands too. But it's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna wear Awful Lot of cough syrup. I'm just gonna wear Supreme. I'm just gonna wear Bape. I'm just gonna wear Polo. Like, in the girls, if they see something cute or just that's fly at the time, they don't even care if it's at a bodega or at a market or something. They gonna snatch that though. You know what I mean? So that makes a lot of sense to me too. That you guys are, and it's smart that you guys are catering to women. I think that's a very smart idea because that's who's gonna buy.
Especially with this drop, that's why we did like the red for guys, and like over there we got like the
pink
for
girls.
The pink for girls. So yeah, that's why we did that. So, like, you know, as I know, like our last drop, what Cece was wearing, it's just black, right? That's all it is. It's just black with like the rhinestones and all that.
Yeah.
That's like what's the word called?
Unisex.
Unisex.
Yeah. Unisex.
That's what it was.
100%.
And then we thought, like, bro, girls gotta have their own stuff, but they don't always want to wear what the guys wear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they want to look like the guys, but they want to wear what they wear.
Yeah.
So that's what we do with them. Try to switch it up a little bit with the girls, but keep it like with us. So yeah, but eventually they'll get their own thing, and then we'll get our own thing type of thing. But that's where we're at right now.
Okay. I'm rocking with y'all boys, man. I'm really rocking with what y'all are doing. Take me through. You guys plan on doing any events? Have you guys done any like pop-up sneaker conventions, anything like that yet?
Okay, so not yet.
That's okay.
So we're supposed to have an event coming up on the 2nd, but the way it's looking, I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Because, you know, for a pop-up, you need to have your product.
100%.
And, you know, we don't want to like jeopardize our quality. So we don't want to rush the process. And then now, like, it's quality of a quantity.
100%.
I'll be honest with you. It's always quality.
100%.
So I don't care how long it's going to take, but as long as our customers are happy,
yeah,
that's what we're dealing with. And we don't want people to complain, oh, I bought Outsiders Club, we bought all this. And, you know, like, it's not even a good quality. I can get the same thing at Forever 21.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're not Forever 21. We are Outsiders Club. So,
straight up,
you know, we're going to take our time with it. We're going to email where we're supposed to go and say, sorry, we're not going to make it. But, you know, we were just talking.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to cook something up soon.
Yeah.
And, yeah, but if there's any sneaker conventions coming up, we 100%. I don't care if it's going to be a fee, but we have to be there.
Yeah.
That's where we got to. So, another thing, like, me and him been talking to, like, our audience, right? That's a big thing we're going through right now is who's our audience. And right now, it's just the simple fact of whoever buys it, right? That's our audience. That's whoever buys it. It's not really, it's not just good, not just guys, not just athletes, not just rappers, right? It's whoever buys it.
Yeah.
Whoever fucks with it is going to buy it. Simple.
Yeah.
And that's where we had a little debate, right? A little heated debate.
Yeah.
Something like that.
What y'all do as brothers. It makes sense.
We had a business conversation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he was like, bro, who's our audience, bro? Like, we're like, you're saying athletes, but I'm saying we got like push it out more.
Yeah.
I was like, that's true. But like, so far what we've been selling, a lot of athletes have been looking at it more. You know what I mean? So let's kind of move around, right? Like let's push, but also patience. Let it come with it.
Yeah.
Because you can't just force everything. You can't give a baby what they don't want to eat.
Yeah.
Right? That's like a smack it out your hand.
Yeah.
Same thing. You gotta start right here. let's move around. It's like Monopoly, bro. Move around the board.
Yeah,
You must buy everything, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's simple. But like I know like CC too. That's someone we could connect with, especially like you with your brand, who you can connect with. That's an athlete who has a following.
Yeah.
She's like, some little girl sees what she's wearing and likes the little design. Yo, where'd you get that? Oh, that's Outsiders. Oh, that's Valley Boys. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's just like that, and like a lot of like red zone tournaments.
Yeah.
We want to expand with
Yeah,
those.
we be on those. Like that
Get it
tournament
in.
Yeah.
We've been talking to him, cooking something up.
Okay,
Put something up with his tournaments and stuff like that. So
yeah.
we figured out.
That's live, man. That's because y'all got like over what, like 8,000 followers on Outsiders Club.
Yeah.
About like
How
8K.
do y'all feel about that, bro? Because y'all just started, and like to blow up and have that many followers, like just in a short time span, like how does that feel?
Honestly, like it just happened like so fast. But the thing is, we didn't even realize it, right? So we just chilling, and then because at some point, me and him was going through some, and Outsiders Club was in and out. It was in and out. But then we're still gaining followers. Right?
Yeah.
And then the moment we said, all right, we're gonna lock in, because everybody's already doubted us. Because when we first started, everyone clowned on us. Everybody.
They just wanted free shit.
Teachers clowned on us, our friends, our teammates, everybody, right? But like as time went by, we started gaining followers. And then before that version 2 dropped, we had 10K, was it? 10 or 11K.
About something like that.
And then, we wasn't sure if we wanted to do, but we didn't pay attention to that at all. So then we lost a couple followers. I wasn't too worried about that.
Yeah.
And then when we looked at it, we're like, oh snap, yo,
we up.
Okay, now we have no choice. We got like 9,000 people waiting for us. So it was like, all right, let's head up. So we said, let's drop this version 2. It's gonna be a quick drop. It was like we didn't have to plan it out or nothing. So watch version 2. All we did was just change regular zip to full zip.
Just a few minor changes.
Minor changes.
And
Was it about a month?
About a month.
Sold out. So I was like, okay, cool. So I started taking pictures, and then we said, yo, 2024.
Yeah.
4 drops. There's 4 quarters, right? I saw it in an Instagram reel.
Yeah,
4 quarters, and then make content, do everything. So we started making Instagram reels. He's doing his own thing with Campa visuals. He wears the merch every tournament he goes, and I go with him. So there's more than one. And his girl, my girl, and all everybody they always be there.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a whole group of people just wearing our stuff.
Yeah.
So then we start making reels, day in the lives, get ready with me.
Yeah.
Some clickbait, because I said day in the life of a 6-figure clothing.
Hey man, you gotta play the game.
It worked though. It worked.
You gotta play the game sometimes.
Of course.
You gotta play the game.
So yeah, and then now we're just pushing content. We're trying to get in the YouTube space.
I've seen that
YouTube
with some vlogs and stuff
YouTube
that y'all
and
put
like,
up.
We want to start live streaming like stuff like this and like podcasts, like Twitch, like Kick, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like right now I'm so inspired. Like I have so many ideas just sitting right here.
Yeah. That's awesome. And the thing that you got, man, y'all got it. Like once y'all get out there in them streets, that's when y'all will really have everything on fire. Like not just the state, but the world, dog. For real. Y'all will have the world on fire once y'all get out in the street. But on the media, y'all got it. Because the thing that separates y'all is, as a brand, bro, you gotta find somebody, you gotta pay somebody, you gotta outsource media. Y'all are already doing it. Campa, you already a king with the media. You're already doing it. So the clothing brand just comes hand in hand. Once y'all get outside, it's on fire. Well, as soon as y'all get outside, it's gonna be only up from there. I promise y'all, boys, for real. Another thing I want to tell y'all too, because sitting here it is pulling me to tell y'all this too. Don't be afraid, both of y'all, to play any position and play any role. When you get a team, people start after a while, and I've had to deal with this personally myself, so I'm telling y'all this. Like, people will start to feel like, oh, well, he's the only one shining, or he's the only one getting the clout, or like he's doing this and he's doing that, but I want to be the star. Like, what people need to understand is you have to be on a team and you have to be willing to play all positions. Now, for me personally, I've had to kind of be more so of a face, but I don't have a problem driving the bus. I don't have a problem coming off the bench. You know what I mean? You got to, as a team, don't ever let that get in the way of y'all brotherhood and y'all friendship, man. Keep that rolling. Like, always have conversations and always talk about things too. Things could always get miscommunicated and misconstrued. If y'all ever feel something between each other, just always talk about it. Just holler at each other about it, and y'all will flourish and y'all will be brothers for a lifetime as long as y'all do them things. And anybody else that y'all bring on, watch for stuff like that and make sure they understand, look, like I might be the brand, I might be the owner, I might be the face, but I can play any position and get my hands dirty too. I can go out to a pop-up and go sell. I'll go post stuff on the media. I'll go run flyers. I'll go do this. I'll go do that. So that's the thing I had to pull to tell y'all boys too, because it seems like y'all have a brotherhood, and I almost had something similar to that. That's why I feel this with y'all, and I can definitely feel it's strong between y'all two. So keep y'all relationship. Realize that sometimes y'all might fight, sometimes y'all may disagree on things, but at the end of the day,
100%.
y'all are brothers. And at the end of the day, the clothing doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, it's y'all relationship. Y'all can say F the clothes, F the Campa visual, everything I'm doing. It's about y'all relationship at the end of the day. So y'all boys, y'all keep this up, man. Y'all keep this going.
You're about to make me emotional.
But yeah, I do agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Me and him, like, it's brotherhood before everything.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like, he's my brother. Like, we have two different skills. Like,
Yeah.
like, Campa, like, no, Campa Bridge. Outsiders Club.
Yeah.
It's not Outsiders Club without Campa.
Yeah.
And it's not Outsiders Club without Cayman. Right? We have none of it. I'll always make sure someone comes to us like, hey, is that your brand? Like, yeah, it's my brand. But my boy makes the designs. Like, I'm like, no one's gonna be in anyone's shadow no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's why I try to make sure, because I want my boy to shine. I
Yeah.
want my boy to be up there.
Yeah.
And I like that friendly battle that we have.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we'll get mad at each other every single day.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I love it because he drives me, I drive him, and we be getting on each other like, yo, stop doing that.
Yeah.
And that's why I trust him with my life. He's the one who can drive my car.
Yeah, straight up. Where does this mindset come from, y'all? Because Campa, how old are you? 18?
19.
19. And how old are you, Cameron?
I'm 18, about to be 19.
18, about to be 19. Where does this mindset come from? Is it older parents, Campa, for you? And even for you, Cameron, it might be where y'all grew up. Is it y'all parents are older and you got an older mindset? Like, what gives y'all this mindset that not a lot of young people have?
I'm an immigrant. So we do it different where I'm from.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's huge.
It's just in the culture. You just don't do nobody wrong. Teach everybody respect.
Yeah,
and to a certain degree, Campa is my elder, so I got to treat him with the same amount of respect than I would somebody else. So. And he is a very respectful person too. So
very.
We make fun of each other still, but
yeah.
He's my bro. Don't talk smack about my bro. We gonna get it.
Yeah. And Campa, what is it for you, bro? That's giving you this drive and this mindset.
I think it's just I think it's more of like the people who doubted, to be honest, because it came from like me being younger in sports and kind of looked down a lot, whether it be about like my height, whether it be about, you're the smallest one in the family, whether it be about, you're so-and-so's little brother, you're so-and-so's son. It's just the fact that hearing that, just like, I'm not, like, not in like a disrespectful way, but like, I'm not his son. Like, on my name, that's his name. You know what I mean? I'm not his brother. That's him. That's me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, he did his own thing. Now his time passed.
Yeah.
It's my time to take over. And I see it as like a competitive drive, to be honest, because it's like my brother, he, bro was just like that in baseball.
Yeah.
Like he had the potential to go far, like overseas, MLB maybe. Like it's crazy. Whatever happened. But with me, it's like no disrespect to you. You have your props. I give you your flowers. But it's my turn. You know what I mean? It's more like, I don't want to say it's not an ego thing. It's just more of like a, I don't know how to explain it.
You want to paint your own legacy.
Exactly. I just want to write my own, like, let me write my own story.
Yeah.
I don't care what you guys say, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate all the love. If you hate, you hate. If you love, you love. But bro, it's my story. It's my time.
Yeah.
And that's just honestly what carries me. Like why do you want to be a millionaire? Because I do. Simple as that. Like, it's I do. I got people to take care of. My family who took care of me, I got to go take care of them. My grandma, she's the one. She was my mom growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mom, like, my mom is my mom. My stepmom was my mom also. But like, my grandma was there for me. You know what I mean? Like, she was there for me when my dad was at work. She took care of me and my brother.
Yeah.
All the time. That's my mom. You know what I mean? Like, and I know, like, I want to get back to her. God forbid she still lives to see a lot more years. I want to, like, I want her to like die in a mansion. You know what I mean? Like, I see it like that. I want her to have like the nicest hotel bed. You know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that. It's like my dad too. I know me and my dad don't have the best relationship right now, but it's like, you still my dad. You know what I mean? Like, we might not talk all the time. We may, I won't say hey, but we may not like each other right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's at the end of the day, I want to pass you, but like, I want to show you that I can do this for you. So like, I want you to be in a mansion. I want you to be in a mansion. I want everybody around me to be in a mansion, have the dream car, have the money, and it's not more of a materialistic thing. It's more of a giving back.
Yeah.
Just so they can live high. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's where it comes from for me.
that's awesome, man.
And what's one
That's
more thing I
awesome.
got to put on my bad?
Talk to me.
But also since I'm very like I want to say Christian, I'm very like faith driven, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So like none of this would ever happen
Oh God.
if without God. To be honest, I'll be straight up with you, and like anything I put my mind in,
yeah,
it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
So like I thank God to this day. Without God, me and him would have never met
yeah,
at all, and we get on each other for it. Like we be like, yo, you need to go back to church. You haven't gone to church in 2 weeks. Go on there, and he'll be getting on my ass like, what? Did you read your Bible? Like, oh my bad, God. And he'll get on me, and because that's what drives the brand, right? People be like, oh, what's this? You don't post this? Like, we are a Christian brand too. Like, we are a Christian brand, right? So, I'd say like that drives us the most
For sure.
It drives us the most.
Yeah.
Like, and
Just
like,
blesses us every day.
I'm saying,
Woke us
thank
up another
God,
day to
I'm
continue
saying,
this.
Yeah.
I can do all things through Christ type. You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Unreal, man. Unreal. Now y'all going ahead, man. Y'all plug y'all stuff so people know where to find y'all at. Everybody that's listening to this right now, man, y'all going ahead, man. Seriously, tap in. This pod has been something serious. And it's had a real pull on me. I like y'all. Y'all have great energy, man. Seriously, y'all are radiating. Y'all have great energy. You just came in and talked about faith as well too. I like y'all boys, man. And everybody else is gonna like y'all boys too. Seriously. So y'all keep doing y'all thing. Plug your stuff though, so everybody can stay locked in with you. Because after this one, they gonna stay locked in with you. So go ahead, y'all plug y'all stuff.
Shit, first and foremost, Outsiders Club.
Straight up.
Yeah, Outsiders Club. Yeah, at Outsiders with the Z, not an S. So OUT. How you spell Outsiders?
OUTSIDERZ.club.
Yeah.
On IG. And the website, go shop. We just dropped these hoodies.
Outsiders Club. Store.
Oh yeah, dot store. We changed it. Dot store.
I don't even know.
Okay.
You go shop, and then Campa visuals. Go tap in with me. You need some flicks, video, whatever. Go tap in.
Campa 2 times.
Campa _2x. Campa 2 times if you want the main.
Or underscore dot KAEMON _ Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go tap in.
All right, man. That's gonna get ready to wrap this one up. This is the New Era show, and the New Era just ran this show. Let me go on ahead and tell y'all, the New Era. We ain't had nothing but young people up in here today, and we really putting on. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, we coming for all the OGs, for all the older companies and stuff like that. It's young energy now. It's a new time. It's 2024, and that's what it is. The New Era is running the show. Shout out to Campa Visuals. Shout out to Outsiders Club. Shout out to Valley Boys. Shout out to CC. Jimmy, going ahead, take us out. We gone, man. Hey, solid.